What's the saddest way the popular kids at school became unpopular after school ended? I was a nerd in high school. I was occasionally bullied, but being 6'2" and about 200 pounds, probably saved me from a lot of that. Still, I was socially awkward and not at all cool. My family didn't have a lot of money, so I didn't have stylish clothes or a car. The couple I remember were the head cheerleader and a basketball star. The boy wasn't captain of the basketball team, and our basketball team was very good that year, nearly clinching the California State Championship. But that was mainly because the player who was the captain was the son of the basketball coach. The cheerleader's boyfriend was a much better player. Neither the basketball player nor the cheerleader were mean to me in school. We didn't interact very much, but what passed between us was cordial enough. By the way, the cheerleader was drop-dead gorgeous in a wholesome sort of way, and the basketball player handsome. They were the picture-perfect couple you see in movies. As it happened, only 3 members of my high school class made it to the state college where I eventually graduated. Me, the cheerleader, and the basketball star. They might have had plans to continue the romance when they applied, but by the time school started, they were no longer a couple. All 3 of us lived in the dormitories, which shared a dining commons. I would see them almost every day. The basketball player distinguished himself the first week by wearing his high school letterman jacket to class. This practice didn't last long, as he quickly learned how uncool it was to try and relive your high school glory days when you were in college. The cheerleader just seemed kind of lost. She went to the parties and drank too much. She struggled to make friends. She didn't seem like she belonged there. I would often see her sat in a corner on her own reading a book or watching movies. I guess years of being treated like a queen in high school does that to a person. Toward the end of the school year, there was a formal dance for the students. Attendance was all but mandatory, and you couldn't come on your own. I had to recruit a mercy date from one of my lab partners. She was a good sport about it. A couple of weeks afterward, I saw the cheerleader in the dining commons, and it occurred to me that she hadn't attended the dance. I asked her why, and she replied, "No one asked me. I was hoping you would." How far we had fallen. The cheerleader was hoping the nerd would ask her to the dance. I never realized that I was basically the only person she knew on campus. The only person that could take her to the dance, apart from her ex, the basketball player. She didn't know a single soul well enough apart from me. I told her it never occurred to me that she would have the smallest interest in going with me. I think that was the last conversation I ever had with her. She didn't return to school the next year, and I have no idea what became of her. The basketball star quit his studies after 2 years and wound up teaching PE and coaching basketball at our old high school. Quite sad what became both of them.